see one of the questions that's coming up is about Margaret Singer and Planned Parenthood. How does that all figure into this COVID-19, this control that we see happening? How does that figure in, Bishop?
I believe that because we know that Margaret Singer, first of all, when you look at the diabolical plot of Planned Parenthood, that it was directed towards African American females to get them to come in and to stop them from producing.
Amen.
So this was a plan. This was a plan that says one of the way we're going to control not just population but also African Americans. And as you already really know this, Pastor, 400 years they've been trying to get rid of. After you use us, you try to get rid of us.
Right.
And so this is all Planned Parenthood was about. Margaret Singer's whole mission was to stop African Americans from multiplying, and the way they do that is rush you to abortions. Mm-hmm. So then you start off with Planned Parenthood, and you matriculate to Tuskegee, to the Tuskegee experiment. Then you matriculate in the 60s to drugs in our community, in our neighborhood that was put there purposely. Right. Drug, an alcohol, a liquor store on every other corner.
My God.
Drug houses, drug dealers, denying you being able to make a living, putting a felony on you. And once you get a felony, you can't get a decent job. Mm-hmm. All right, next thing you know, we've got gangs that's coming in that are killing one another, shooting one another. The system couldn't get it no better than that. There have always been, and then let's just talk about even as of today. Whether we're talking about Eric Garner, whether we're talking about Tamir Rice, I can sit here and name them all day long. Michael Brown, they are still, isn't it amazing that the other race of people never do anything wrong? And they say it's a black and brown thing, but it's really a black thing. Who gets killed in these streets is black men. So it's still a process of elimination. And then you want to know why, when we start looking at Margaret Singer and looking at what happened with Tuskegee, why is black people paranoid about saying, I'm going to be that test dummy? I'm going to allow you to put a drug into me. When you dig into this with the RNA that manipulates and changes your DNA. Did you hear what I said? The RNA in COVID helps to change your DNA. And it tells your DNA to start creating cells that is uncontrollable. You don't even know how to tell it to cut off creating these cells. These so-called cells to fight COVID. It's dangerous. And then, Pastor, let me say this. If you did not know this, or for those that did not know this, as far as if you're watching from other places, in Colorado, our governor, and they're getting them to do that all over the place, said we want to make sure that we get frontline workers first. We're going to get nursing homes secondly, and then black and brown people. Because you guys are the ones that's being affected because of your health, because of health care. You're dying from it quicker. So we want you first, not us, but we're going to give these vaccinations to you.
That's quite ironic, man. Yeah, it is. I want to bring this out too, Pastor, on the other end of the spectrum, for those who are pro-vaccination, and a lot of people are pro-vaccination because of the horrific effects that they've either seen or experienced from the COVID-19. Now, the one thing we have to really realize is COVID-19 is real. A lot of people say it's fake, but it's real.
Yeah.
And it is affecting people, and it is killing people. And I see Pastor Charles, and I believe this might be Pastor Charles Helton, is saying that clotting factors to COVID-19 lead to embolus in the body. It causes your blood to clot. The effects of COVID-19 causes your blood to clot, which causes blood clots, which could lead to an embolism.
Yes.
That don't know that means that travels into your heart, into your lungs, and then when it cannot pass, it explodes, and it causes vessels to explode. And that's a very serious thing. That could almost kill you instantly if it happens in a certain area of your body. You could, and as well as pneumonia. You know, COVID-19 causes pneumonia, which takes most people out. So, you know, in your investigation and in your research on these, you know, whether you're pro or con, I encourage all people to get the information.